Welcome back to the Better Horizons podcast, episode 4. And today I'm with my real life brother. This man don't really need no introduction, but I'll give him one. A well-renowned producer in the city. Been doing it forever. And just an all-around good dude. My dude, PRJR Sound is in the building.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling today?
I'm good, man. How you feeling?
Good. This dude has really, for a long time, taken my career to. We've really built like a sound, and he's honestly helped me with everything from shows to mixing my music to mastering my music to recording me to making my beats to. But he don't just do this for me, he does this for a multitude of artists. And I mean, you've done shit for me that is irrepayable almost, but going back to like, what made you want to start producing?
Well, I feel like I was just I remember I was like 12 years old, and a friend of mine at the time was like, we had just got off the school bus, and he was like, "I'm gonna go make some beats." And I was like, "Beats? How you make beats, bro?" And he's like, "I got this app called Fruity Loops," and I was on punishment, so I went home and asked my dad, "Could I just download this app?" And he said, "Yeah." So back then, we didn't have high-speed internet. We still had like dial-up. So it took like 4 hours to download Fruity Loops. Like, mind you, today it takes about 3 minutes to download Fruity Loops. Like,
it took 4 hours?
Yeah, it took 4 hours. And I downloaded it, and that's kind of like was the beginning of it. Me making beats and wanting to produce. When I was a little younger, I had like a Mac, an Apple computer at the time, and it you had to use floppy disk. And there was a beat making software on the floppy disk, but I put a magnet on the back of the floppy disk and learned real quickly that will delete anything off of the floppy disk. So yeah, but yeah, I would say around 12 years old. So I'm 33 now. So yeah.
So you were in a group before?
I was
with Flo, right?
Yeah. So my best friend, shout out to Flo. We started off in junior high. We were a little hip hop duo, and first it was just kind of on some fun. Like, it all started because of the group I was originally in middle school. We got into a beef split, and then his crew. I don't think they really got in a beef, but then life changed, and then they split, and then I was like, "Yo, we should just become a group."
Mm-hmm.
And he was down, and we became a group, and then we started off for fun, and then we started realizing like, wait, we probably could like really do this, and so we started really pushing ourselves. And his name is AJ, and he saw the potential, and it was like, yo, I want to help you guys. And I remember one day we all sat down with each other and we looked at each other and said, like, let's do this, let's take it to the next level. And we did, man. And I say that whole following next year, it was like we were just like churning the wheels
in the studio every day.
Shoot, I mean, our production got better. We were getting better sounds.
When did you realize like that it was something that you could do for real? Like, where you were like, okay, I could probably do this for a living?
I'll say 2008, 2009. So I was like 18, 19 years old. Yeah, we had just released a project called YD equals MC squared. You can actually go find that, I believe, on iTunes or Tidal.
What is it?
It's called YD equals MC squared.
Okay.
Right. We used to be a group called Young Deuce, so it was like YD equals MC squared.
Okay.
But when we made that project, and I realized like how people were like tuning into that. And then one time I went to a party, and and I didn't know whose party it was or anything of that nature. Flo told me, like, a lot of people here probably know who we are. And I said, really? He said, yeah. And when we got in there and was in there, and I realized it, and I was like, wow. All right, like, people really are recognizing what we are, like who we are, what we do, and how things going. And I was like, yeah, we could do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy.
So fast forward a little bit, you
say hi, buddy. Really though?
Young Aldi.
Hey, you messing up. Come on now.
No, he's good, dude.
I was trying to like let you in the interview.
Fast forward a little bit, me and my dude roll into a studio when we're like, I think freshly 18, and you meet me and Swag.
Yeah.
And what really, just to help other artists too, like what caught your eye from Me and Swag, when you first met us, when we were 18-year-old kids, like, what made you be like, damn?
It was just like you guys just were unique to me, and I loved how you guys were young. Y'all were having fun with it. It kind of reminded me of like when I was doing it when I was younger with like flow,
Mm-hmm.
and I just really felt like y'all were different, just very unique, but also could kind of your sound and your style could fit in today's time too. And so I was like, yo, I think I should try to work with these kids and see where they can go, man, because they're down, like they're with it. And it was really y'all were humble, y'all were good kids. Like y'all wasn't like doing too crazy stuff.
And that's what's
Like
crazy too, like, is before we even, like, you recorded a few songs for us, but like, we developed like we became like brothers, like
yeah,
friends, like we come over and we kick it, like not even just to record, like we just kick it. It's crazy because that's why I talked about it in my last podcast, like genuine relationships take you so fucking far. Like if you are able to meet people like how me and you met, and you're just able to just be genuine and not try to put on like a front or anything. Like we were just 18-year-old kids that didn't know what like we were. And that's what's crazy is like people don't know this, but we were in the shits. Like we were doing crazy shit, but we knew when to turn it off,
yeah,
and we knew when to, like, okay, like, you know
yeah,
and that's why we fucked with you so heavy too, is because like all the other producers we were working with in Hamilton was like just in basements and shit. And then dude takes us to your studio at BTS, which RIP BTS, it's not even a thing no more. We started making music, and then we really locked in and we figured out like what we wanted to do. And I remember where we're at now is a studio, but this looked nothing like that. Like we were recording with carpet. There was This whole floor was carpeted. Like there was just one little computer.
yeah,
Like, and we really made a sound. And you started helping us get shows with. I feel like it really started when we started doing shows in Oxford.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like we started making music for like college kids and shit. And at this time when we were making music with you and like developing a sound, me and Q do this trip. So we go and take like this trip in Myrtle Beach, and then we meet this dude there, and he gave us tickets to like senior week in Myrtle Beach, and I kept his number for some reason. I remember I was just like, I'm gonna just keep this dude's number, and I hit him up a few years later to do a show with Waka Flocka. See, that's genuine relationships.
yeah. Nah, for sure. Yeah,
And
that's how it
then
is.
and then we did this show with Waka Flocka, bro, out of nowhere. Me, you, and Swag just that was actually like five deep in the Beamer. Drove up to do a show with Waka Flocka, bro, out of nowhere. You're opening opportunities for not just what you've done for me and Swag. Like you're opening opportunities for hella people, bro. Like you're humble as fuck. Because like the equipment in here, like you could charge way more than you're charging these people. You could be reclused and gatekeep all your information, but you're genuinely helping people.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
really fuck with that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean,
It wasn't just me and Swag. You're doing it for everybody.
yeah, somebody got to crack the code, and whether it's me or you or somebody else or
What makes you want to help somebody go to the next level?
just like the originality about them. Like it's really that's it. Like I've always liked people who are very original, like just in their own way, really themselves. Don't really try to fake or be somebody or try to fit in. Like I've always been a person like don't be a leader, don't be a follower. Like you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Set the trend, don't follow the trend. Create the trend. So yeah, that's one of the things that I stand out look for. And then like your work ethic, like how consistent are you? Like and it might not even be like great. It's just you continue to want to work at it. You continue to want to be better at it. You continue to want to keep trying. Like and then seeing that progression.
You said that's like one of your favorite things about me. Period. Is I'm in
Yeah,
this bitch working. Like even if I don't put them out, and I see other people in here like that, like they're working. Like you just you keep working.
Yeah,
And even if it's like not getting you anywhere right now, you just keep doing it. Build your catalog up.
yeah. I mean, I got a buddy, Raul, like Rock Beats. Like, man, I mean, I'll be honest. Like,
He's fire.
what I love so much about him is like this man. Like, shout out to Rock. Like, this man is in the studio every single week, and it continuously improves his sound, his production, and I've literally watched it go from like small to like okay, like his growth is really, really like hit.
What other artists you got in here that are doing that? Like, if not producers, but like artists. Like, what artists are in here right now that you're like, okay, they're about to take it to the real next level?
I mean, I work with um um an artist by the name of 513 Trill. Man, he's consistent. Like when I, every time he comes in the studio, it's just like
Different.
it never not one time does it ever like I'm like wow he's ever dropped the ball like him. I work with an artist named Wild D. Like he's really good. Worked with artist Pink Seafood. Obviously, like he's doing his thing.
He's
One of
on
my
2K, right?
yeah, one of my favorite artists that I work with that was I was working with quite a bit was TV shows. Like he really puts in that work. Like and I don't know, man. Like I love like his blueprint and what he's been doing.
Everybody in the city has good things to say about that dude. I've
Yeah,
still never met him.
yeah. Like yeah, bro. He fired. It's something special about that kid for sure. You obviously like dedicated, and that's what I love. Like that's
The
yeah,
dedication's what you.
yeah, man. Cause like that's what it takes. Like no one's perfect. It's practice. Like it's a lot of good artists I know that aren't doing it all the time. They're amazing,
But they're coming
but
in here like 2 times every 5 months.
yeah,
Like,
I'll take a person who is not that good but wants to do it every day or really push versus just taking somebody who's really good but don't want to do it. I don't care how good you are if you don't want to do it, you're not gonna do it. You're just gonna do it when you want to do it. No one wants to go to work, but you gotta go to work in order to get a better car, better house,
unfortunately.
better clothes, better situations for your family, better opportunity, right?
hmm There's some hits in the vault here, like some number one hits.
Oh yeah,
Like, for certainly in this studio, number one hits.
for sure.
What makes a song a hit? Where you're like, this is a fucking hit.
I always say it's the uniqueness of the song that makes it a hit. I don't care what it's about.
I see you working with hundreds of people. I'm just gonna go ahead and throughout me knowing you, I've seen you work with hundreds of people, dude. And when I see you bobbing, is usually when I know it's a hit. Cause you hear music all day, cuz.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So if I see you like, I know it's good at least, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, it's I hear songs, man. It just feel like a song, a hit is just how it makes you feel.
When's your album coming, man?
I don't even want to give a date because I say it's coming soon.
I've heard it's coming soon for years.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm I like engineering, man. I really like the master music, and
But you're a fire artist too. Don't sleep on yourself, bro. You know it too. You've got some fucking hits.
yeah, I definitely like making songs, man. But it's just not like my being an artist is just not really like my thing anymore. It's not really my drive. It don't really excite me to be an artist.
Saturated.
Yeah, it's a lot of artists. There's a lot of artists.
Who's somebody you would work with, though, if you could?
Um, Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Yeah,
Who's some
he's pretty.
who's some big accolades you've worked with?
Um, Timothy De La Ghetto, Traffic. He's a comedian, artist.
On Wild and Out, he was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
Who else was it? What's that dude? The Bengals dude. Uh,
Um, so I'm not sure who you talking about. Bengals.
dude, the dude but like the Bengals hyped him, bro. Like he was an artist from Cincinnati. That
Oh, Wow.
He's came
Cal
through.
Screwy?
Huh?
Cal Screwy?
No, bro. He has been.
He has worked with the Bengals since he did the halftime show.
But damn, bro. That's gonna piss me off. I'm gonna have to think about it, bro. And I'm gonna post it on this shit.
I mean, I worked with lots of artists throughout our city, man. A little bit of everybody, and I've liked working with everybody, man. I don't ever really had nothing like bad to say with any of the artists, man. Like, I just really like the creative energy. It keeps
The
you going.
juice.
Yeah, keeps you going for sure.
Well, I appreciate you getting on the pod, bro. Just
Yeah,
a little run snippet.
absolutely,
Big
bro.
shit coming.
Yeah,
More songs coming. More life coming.
yeah, for sure, bro. Definitely, man. I'm happy
Just
you
got the
let me get on it.
Tesla. I'm gonna drop it. Just got the Tesla. It's nasty.
But
Nasty.
yeah, man.
I've seen you grow too, bro, and it's awesome. For
Thanks.
real. I appreciate
Yeah,
you,
bro. Let's
bro.
get it, man. For sure.